In today's video I am basically going to be showing you a really easy way in how to farm XP and tickets today. The way you need to do this, it is very simple and very effective. It's probably one of the best methods I've came up with in to grind easy tickets and easy money. Okay, so one account, whether if this is your main or your alternative account, needs 10 shamrocks, Serancos. I always call it shamrocks, I don't know why. So you need 10 Serancos. 4 of them need to be targeting first, and the rest need to be targeting strong. The strong ones you only want to upgrade, okay? You don't want to upgrade any of the others at all, just the strongs. Next, your alternative account, which is Clone XPX, which is my alternative account. You just want Imingernums. This is just for the area of effect boost, so you see how much blast radius it's got. You only need that for that, and you're pretty much all set to go. So pretty much I do farm with myself, but I duo farm instead, because you can't beat this doing it solo. I've tried doing it solo with this build, that is, but it was unsuccessful. So you need to do it like I said. The reason I farm on this map so much as well is because this is the only map that I've noticed that doesn't have hidden. So you don't need to focus your defense to hidden based, which is very helpful and very useful, because then you don't have to add in a hidden based strategy as well on top of that. So we are just going to farm these levels away, and we will come back shortly with this. Before we do, quickly just go. One thing I will point out is that you can auto skip this. Basically you can skip every level if you wanted to, but if you do that, you have to be more strategic with your strategy, meaning you have to place your items differently, your toys basically. So bear that in mind, but if you do that, you can cut the time in half. Another thing that I will recommend is if you do play with more than 2 people on this, make sure you have a jack of all trades somewhere in your build. The reason for this is because if you place jack of trades here and you have one portal here where the mouse is spinning and then another portal here, basically what will happen is when the enemies come around here, it will teleport them back down here and they'll go around here twice, which is very useful for the boss, especially when you're on impossible mode, because when you're in impossible mode, the more players you have, the more the boss goes up in HP. So for example, if I was soloing this, the boss would have 25k HP, but because I'm duoing it but soloing it at the same time, because it's only my old account, the boss will have 50k HP. So it goes up by 25k each time per player if you do it on impossible. With that being said, as you can see, we are just absolutely destroying these enemies with ease. Now the reason why I say you must have your Serancos on strong is because if you don't put them on strong on the boss will just escape easily. Okay, So you must have at least 6 or half of your Sarankos on strong, and only upgrade your strong ones. You don't need to upgrade your ones that are targeting first, okay? Let me know if there's anything else you guys want to know in different farming strategies, or even how to beat certain modifiers, and I will do them for you and show you how you can do them. Yes, I am at 106 in level. I'm about to be 107 in level, and even if you see me around in the servers, hit me up and yeah, I will play a game with you if you really need some tickets or just want to grind a little bit. But trust me though, this is by far the easiest method you can do, which I've personally found, which I came up with. There is other methods out there that you can do that earn you really good amounts of money as well, but this is just the one I tend to do just because I find it the easiest to duo on this one, duo/solo run. Okay, so we're coming up to the final wave. As you can see, barely anything has gotten past, and we're making easy work of this, no problem. The last few waves you can skip if you want to, it just speeds it up a bit. I will be doing more videos on toy defenders to help people out if you really need help and such, and I'll do some achievement builds as well, so you can get certain achievements, and or if you just want to beat certain maps, so you unlock towers and toys and stuff. And if there's any suggestions you guys want me to do on toy defenders as well, then put them down in the comments, and I'll really appreciate it if you could subscribe and like the video as well, would be appreciated. With that being said, we will finish off this battle. And hit the bell notification as well if you want to be notified when I upload new videos. Okay, so we're on the last wave now. As you can see, we're stalling that boss really well. There's barely anything that's got past so far, and we'll make easy work of them as well, even without us upgrading the ones that are targeting first, but we will still win. Okay, so I'm just upgrading my other account right now. One thing I will point out is, before we finish, is that Clone BX, my old account, was on level 20 2 days ago. Now it's on level 80. So if that's not enough clarification of how good this grinding strat is, then I don't know what is. Especially when you've got like boosters as well, because you get crazy amounts. One thing I will point out as well is you get 50% more tickets and XP if you're VIP, whereas if you're not, you don't. Okay, so roughly, if I don't have any boosters on, I get about 10k XP and 10k tickets on my normal account. I think it's somewhere around that, and then with me being VIP, I get 16k XP and then about 13k tickets. So it is quite good. Okay, so we're just finishing this boss off now. The way to know if you're struggling to find out how much HP the boss should have is, if it gets to about here and the boss is about on 60k HP, you know you've pretty much lost, because when the boss gets to about here, you should really have it about 20k HP or 15, because as soon as it gets to about here, you're really like gunning it, sort of thing. Okay, so now we're just going to wait for our Serancos to move down the boss. It does take a little bit of time, this bit does, but because we always knock them up in the air, it's one of the best strategies because it slows them down so much. And plus, as you can see, the crows ain't going to even bother touching this because of the blast radius damage. And that's the beauty of this. Because when I used to play this particular map, I always found this the hardest to do. And it was one of probably the most annoyingest to do, in my opinion. But now that I've came up with this strategy, and hopefully it helps you guys out to farm as well, and yeah, if you even want to be on the leaderboard, this is a very, very good strategy to do. Now I've got, I think, just under 3 million XP just by doing this, and plus the season pass, if you do this as well, you rank up the season pass off all the levels in one day if you really do grind it out. So it's very, very, very effective, this is. Okay, as you can see, we're just about to beat this now, and we'll come right back. So there you have it, guys. That's video evidence of how you can beat this. I hope you enjoy, and stay tuned for next time. Cheers.